that time again. The XB Falcon's getting some love today. Down at Northwest Autobodies, Jake's loading up some stuff to take down the blasters, which is just down the end of the driveway. Super handy. I'm going to wheel down a big crate of metal bits. The car's already there now. They're going to blast the engine bay just to freshen that up under the wheel arches, I think, and in the boot. And then today, hopefully we're going to get this all in primer. Not the outside of the car, at least the inside though. Alright, so the front of this thing has all been blown out as best I can, and now I'm stripping the interior, which I probably should have done months ago anyway. So seats coming out, that's for an XC, so that's not going back in it. Carpets coming out, all the junk's coming out, seat belts, and then I'll continue basically blowing and vacuuming through to the back because we want to get the boot and primer as well. And Jake's just started on some bodywork on his doors, so he's over there grinding back. Yeah, good. Alrighty, so the car's back in the workshop now, and I'm marking all the holes that need to stay because there's so many holes that have been drilled in this thing. We're going to weld all those up, and then I want to just pull out the bump stops either side, and that's pretty much ready for a bit of a weld and then a bit of body work in there. And Jake's been smashing out some rust over here, so these doors, that whole bottom half of the skin is replaced. This looks nice and straight, obviously. Corner's gone. A lot of this stuff's pretty good though. That will probably be done. That is a copper, isn't it? It's like copper paint, weld through primer stuff Jake just mentioned. So that will be all reskinned, and then I'll rust tread from the inside as well. We're going to try and knock this out as best we can. There was a lot of filler around these door handles. Like pretty much the whole panel, by the look of it, had just been skimmed, and half of it didn't even need to be done. I think that's just some ways people work, because there's a few ripples here and there, but nothing that needed the amount of filler that was in this car. So that's a bit of a bonus, I guess. We're trying to pinch a few parts of sheet metal out of this that has the right contours for the door repairs, because that door's hammered, thanks to me, because it come off the trailer. And yes, we're just smashing out a few of those. I've got the primer and the gun, pretty much. Alrighty, so the parts are back from the blasters, and it is clean as a whistle. So all these parts, inner panels, steering components, battery bracket, water pump, bonnet hinges, all that stuff, plus the front portion of my bonnet, which is over there. The front of that bonnet was pretty hammered. It actually looked worse when it had the filler on. So we got the boys to blast that as well, just so we could see what was involved. And it looks like it's savable. So the front of the car, the boot, the front of that bonnet and that tub was $100. And it was literally like 100 meters down the driveway. So stoked with that. So I'm gonna lay all these parts out now, blow them all out, hit them with etch primer, and then I'm probably gonna hit them with a coat of satin black. Alright, parts are laid out, ready to go. Now I'm going to hit this with etch primer. So that's just a single pack etch primer, which we've seen me use like a dozen times before. So that's to go straight over bare metal. This has all been given it a quick prep sole, but realistically it's clean. It's literally come from sandblaster, so I've given it all a good blow off with the airline, and some of these parts are going to go straight to black. So for instance, the shocker mounts here, I will black those, radiator brackets, grill supports, things like that. Some of the other parts are going to be color coded, like I think the battery tray should be color, and water pump and bonnet hinges. But they will get etched up now, ready to go, and then we'll move on. Jake's finishing up all the engine bay, and then I think we're going to put some filler in there over some etch primer, and then yeah, start sort of blocking it out nice and smooth. All right, so we're all masked up now. It's only a real basic mask because this is just an etch prime, which isn't super crucial, but yeah, etch priming now, ready for fill. Alrighty, so as you can see, the boot's now been given a coat of etch and a seam seal, because these had like a factory seam seal edge on them, so we've redone that to replace what was blasted out. Engine bay has been filled and it's pretty close now, ready for 2-pack high fill primer, which is Jake's mixing up now. And over here at the parts bench, I've got all the parts that are going black in satin black, ready to roll. And all that's left to do, which I might do just next time, is the front end steering components. I might just give them a coat, might just etch them before I leave, and that's it. We haven't got any more done on the doors yet, but we'll get this engine bay and the boot in 2-pack primer, and that'll be nice and hard, ready for next time. Well, we're all 2-packed up. Boot's had its first coat. Looks really good. Very minor work to do in there, and then that'll get another coat of 2K, and then the bonnet, under the bonnet here is really nice. A little bit of fine tuning over here, and the rest of it's pretty well spot on. So getting some progress. We've decided we're probably going to be doing one day a fortnight on this car. Jake's going to do a little bit between, but every second week I'm going to come down, smash out a day with him, and try and keep the project going along a little bit quicker than it has been. So anyway, there's your update for the XB. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, check out the online store, and I will see you all next time. Cheers, guys.